students, I'm Madam Joyce from Educare TZ. I'm teaching biology, and today I'll be with you to discuss our topic, that is cytology, which is found in class level Form 5. And here we are going to deal with our subtopic, which is the biochemistry. In the previous session, my students, we tried to see the basis of test of carbohydrate, and whereby we have seen the starch. How can we test the presence of starch? How can we test if there's a presence of reducing sugar and non-reducing sugar? So now let's finalize this carbohydrate by looking on the functions of the carbohydrate. So tumeona we have a lot of carbohydrate. So what are the function now? Carbohydrate zinakuwa na kazi gani? Either in the body of living organism, in any living organism. So inakuwa na faida gani? So here simply we can say that tukianza na monosaccharide. Monosaccharide such as hexose are used to form disaccharide and polysaccharide, which are other type or form of carbohydrate. Tunasema kwamba hizi monosaccharide zote za hexose sugar. Tukisema monosaccharide za hexose sugar, hapa tunamaanisha ile glucose, galactose pamoja na fructose. Zile ndizo monosaccharide za polysaccharide. Zile ndizo monosaccharide za hizi hapa zote. Kwa hiyo sasa tunasema kwamba the presence of the monosaccharide ambazo hizi tumeziona hapa zinasaidia kutengeneza disaccharide pamoja na polysaccharide. Tulishaona hizi zote kwenye structure. How can we form the disaccharide, the polysaccharide, all of them? So we can make all of them is due to the presence of the monosaccharide, and that's become the first function. The second function of the carbohydrate, and here we can say that the carbohydrates are the chief energy source in the living organism because they are oxidized to give energy. For instance, for example, we have glucose is the most common respiratory substrate, which when completely oxidized yield about 38 ATP. So tunasema kwamba most of carbohydrate, they are energy source. Ndizo ambazo zina provide a lot of energy compared to the rest of the substrate, respiratory substrate. Kwa mfano hapa tukiongelea hii glucose tukitumia kwenye masuala ya respiration or into a body use, any kind of body use, it has ability to create or to make about 38 ATP. Those are ni nyingi sana ili kutumika kwa living organism. Sasa imagine if one glucose it create 38 ATP. So how about huyo mtu akawa na a lot of ATP? How many ATP atatengeneza within the living organism? Zitakuwa ni nyingi. Na ndio maana sasa mtu pale ambapo anakuwa anaishiwa nguvu, labda akaumwa, akapatwa na shida yoyote, akawa ameishiwa nguvu, anashauriwa sana apewe glucose. Kwa sababu gani apewe glucose? Kwa sababu glucose ni energy rich. Kwa sababu mtu akila tu ile glucose, it is highly hydrolyzed, quickly hydrolyzed within the body. Na frequent unaweza ukamwona sasa yule mtu anaanza kugain energy. Kwa sababu gani? Is due to the presence of glucose. It has about 38 ATP within a living organism, and that is only one ATP. That is only one glucose. So how about many glucose which are found within the living organism? So now you can get the answer. And another property or another function of the glucose, another function of a carbohydrate, we can say that trios such as glyceroldehyde and dihydroxyacetone are used as intermediate in respiration, photosynthesis and other carbohydrate metabolic processes during respiration, that is during glycolysis. So unaweza ukaona we have these trios. Kwa mfano hapo tunaongelea glyceroldehyde pamoja na dihydroxyacetone. Hizi ndizo intermediate za kwenye respiration pamoja na kwenye photosynthesis. Kwa hiyo zinatumika sana hizi kwenye metabolic process so that it will yield a lot of energy so that it can form a lot of product within the living organism. So this form of triose, that is glyceroldehyde together with the dihydroxyacetone, they are used within the body as an intermediate of the photosynthesis and respiration, to be used so that it can be used to create more energy within the living organism. Another functioning, or we have another thing here, that is 6-carbon sugar split to form dihydroxyacetone phosphate and phosphoglyceroldehyde, which enters the cycle, whereas during that reaction of the photosynthesis, the formed phosphoglyceroldehyde become a source of lipid and proteins. Kwa unaweza ukaona umuhimu wa hizi intermediate. Kwa mfano hapa tunayo zile 6 carbon compound ambayo sasa tunayo galactose, we have hexose, we have fructose pamoja na glucose. Zile ndizo 6 carbon compound. Zile 6 carbon compound, they have ability to split. Zikisha split zinaenda kutengeneza these 3 carbon compound ambayo hapa tutaongelea dihydroxyacetone and dihydroxyacetone phosphate na phosphoglyceroldehyde, ambazo sasa hizi phosphoglyceroldehyde pamoja na dihydroxyacetone ndizo zinakuja become a source of lipid and protein in a living organism. So now you can see the importance of these carbohydrate. They are used also to make lipid and the proteins. A good example, you can take the dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and also you can take this one, phosphoglyceroldehyde. We have another importance or another functioning of the carbohydrate. That is, they are the source of other food substances such as triose sugar in plant. Kwa maana kwamba hizi carbohydrate ambazo tumeshazisoma, they are source of food for substance. They are source of other food substances such as triose sugar in plants. So most of these carbohydrates, they are source of food to other living organisms. Also, we have another functioning of the carbohydrate, and this is, we are talking about pentose sugar. That is, the pentose sugar, such as the ribose and deoxyribose sugar, used in the synthesis of nucleic acid. That is, the ribose, it constitutes on the ribonucleic acid, that is RNA, and deoxyribose it constitutes on the formation of deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA. Kwa maana kwamba the presence of this pentose sugar, yes, the presence of this pentose sugar, mfano wake tumeona ni ribulose pamoja na deoxyribose sugar. Hizi deoxyribose sugar na ribulose sugar ndizo ambazo zinaenda kutengeneza zile nucleic acid, ambayo hapa tumeona RNA. Kwa kuna umuhimu sana wa kuwa na hizi carbon compound, 5 carbon compound, kwa sababu zinahusika kwa ukubwa sana kutengeneza RNA pamoja na DNA. Kwa maana kwamba kwenye RNA we have the presence of ribose sugar, ambapo sasa hii ribose sugar inahusika kwenda kutengeneza ribonucleic acid ambayo ndiyo RNA. Lakini tukija kuongelea deoxyribose sugar, ambayo deoxyribose sugar ndio ambayo inatumika kutengeneza DNA, ambayo DNA kwa kirefu chake tunaita deoxyribonucleic acid. You can see there is a presence of deoxyribose up to here, deoxyribose. So this is become deoxyribonucleic acid, that is the DNA. So that is the function of the carbohydrate. Another function, we can simply say that ribose sugar is also used in synthesis of ATP and coenzymes such as NAD and NADP. Kwa maana kwamba pia hizi ribose sugar zinasaidia sana kwenda kutengeneza the components that can be used in the respiration process. And here that is the ATP, that is inatumika sana kwenda kutengeneza ATP pamoja na coenzymes. Hizi coenzyme tutaenda kusoma tukifika kwenye respiration. So you're going to see what are the coenzymes, what are the functions of the coenzymes. And these coenzymes such as the NAD and the NADP. So this NAD and NADP, they are used to make the ATP that can be used in the body of living organisms. So now you can see these products, they are very essential, or they are very important, so that to make a lot of products which can be used by a living organism. So now you can see those are the functions. They are very important, so that make sure that you know them. So my student, for more clarification on the functions of the carbohydrate, I would like to invite you into the next part of this session, whereby we're going to finalize looking on the carbohydrate. So thank you for listening.